Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Dr. Anupama Hiremat, ma'am. Dr. Pushpalata Hiremat, ma'am, from Hubli. Dr. C.R. Patil, sir. Dr. Kalpana Sate, ma'am. Dr. Pranita, ma'am. A very good evening to one and all. I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais for the panel discussion. So students have put forth some of their questions, ma'am and sir. So the first question is, how can Nadi Pariksha be integrated into modern healthcare practice, and what are the challenges associated with this integration? So I think you can answer this question. My question is to Dr. Sanjay Kumar Chanchan, sir.
Rani, you can only.
Yeah, student. We are also student. College nasal to be student.
It's a wonderful question. Wonderful in the sense because Nadi Pariksha, people think it's only limited to Ayurveda. It is not so. I have said this during my talk also. Already, every single medical system is using some or other kind of pulse reading in their practices, in their understanding of the patient and evaluation of the patient. If you see modern cardiologists, they use pulse reading a lot. Since the advent of ECG, 2D echo, 3D, 4D echoes, cartograms, scans, MRIs, their dependency on pulse has been reduced. But last 2 decades, since data collection has started and artificial intelligence has propelled analysis of larger data, deep learning and machine learning has provided more of insights of data which was not easily accessible to human eye or human indriyas that easily has happened. So already pulse diagnosis has entered. Remember my friends, I am using very cautiously these words. Pulse diagnosis has already entered entire healthcare system, including the modern Western medical system, as it is very personalized, participatory, predictive, and perfect way of diagnosis. That is P4. The entire world is looking for personalized medication. Earlier, the Western medicine was on the average medicines. Now, they are looking for more personalized solutions for every single element every single person is suffering with. And in that case, Nadi, the most non-invasive, most accurate, most perfect, most predictive, and easily performed diagnostic system. And that is why, though right now we are talking only about Nadi Tarangini, Sanai, Nadi Swara, Veda Pulse, electronic Tridosha graph, Dr. Polly, few, 7, 8 machines in India. But if you go to US, China, it is flooded. Remember, it is flooded by the instruments analyzing pulse, identifying the personalized traits, identifying the personalized variations, and this data is being used by many doctors, alternative medical practitioners for their final decisions. Recently, insurance companies in US and UK have started accepting the data, and probably in coming decade you will find that Nadi data is equally accepted as any other biochemical tests or any other biophysiological test as standards, and then these will be a regular part of every medical system across the globe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to comment. As Dr. Chajed spoke in his presentation that morphological changes in Nadi also affect the Nadi Kathinata, Nadi Tanuta, Nadi Rukshata, as we diagnose in our Ayurvedic terms, can be interpreted into morphological changes. And in Nabhas Prakriti, you know, the srotasas are very large, and in Parthiv Prakriti, they may be have less lumen in that. And also in carcinogenic conditions, it varies. So like that, we can use this Nadi par. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. My next question is for Swati, ma'am. So, how to relate Prakriti of a deceased person? Because they say that Vikriti person comes to us. How to find Prakriti in a Vikrita avastha?
It's a very good question. When patient comes to you, you have to ask retrospective questions, his or her lifelong tendencies, and if patient is not able to answer, if his or her general condition is not good, you have to interrogate with patient's relatives for his or her to know lifelong tendencies. Like, for example, hunger. Patient will never say he is very hungry, he feels like eating food. But you have to ask, see, when you are healthy, how is your eating tendencies? So actually it is very difficult to assess prakriti of a Vikrut person. So we have to tactfully derive prakriti.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir.
I will make a small comment. The problem really arises when the Vikriti is not at the primary level, or Vikriti is confined to one part of the body. The problem only arises when we have multi-organ problems, when the systems are involved. Otherwise, say for example, a Vikriti in nail should not be a difficulty in assessing Prakriti. It is only one factor that is Vikrita. Otherwise, I will take into account all other factors to judge the Prakriti. The problem will come only when the multiple organs are involved. At that point of time, as Madam was telling, a retrospective detailed study would help.
Sir, you are very correct. But I will give you one example. Like when we have common cold, when we suffer from common cold, then also we don't feel like eating food due to loss of smell. So it's very difficult, I feel.
That's right. Prakriti is judged based on so many traits. If only one trait is inhibiting our judgment, no, we cannot depend only on that trait. We will take into account the remaining lakshanas and come to assessment of this Prakriti.
Sir, can I comment? A small comment. If you recall the presentation given by Katti sir, there were two photographs, Tendulkar and Virat Kohli. Even if Tendulkar is ill, does his Prakriti will change? You must have seen Tendulkar in last 20, 25 years. And when he was 16-year-old, he was same with curly hairs, stout, cool. And even today, after getting Bharat Ratna, he is the same. So the traits, they do not change. What Katti sir has been trying to say is there could be alteration in certain elements, which probably because of the disease process, because of the dosha dusha samurchana, and as in those cases, as madam has very correctly identified, when you are in doubt, remember this question will come when you are in doubt. You cannot have doubt for every single patient. So then you have to go back, de-learn, unlearn what you have learned about Prakriti and relearn Prakriti. Because every patient, you cannot be in the doubt for understanding Prakriti. So when you come to that doubt, go retrospectively, ask questions. That is why the Prashna Pariksha come in handy to you. Thank you.
हेलो, मैं थोड़ा अनुमति चाहता हूं कि मैं हरिद्वार से टीचिंग किया है, तो मैं हिंदी में बोलूं, कुछ मेरे विचार एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए आज शायद समझेंगे। मैं पिछले 40 साल से प्रकृति के बारे में ये टीचिंग लाइन में हूँ। जब मैं स्टूडेंट था तो फर्स्ट ईयर में विकृततः प्रकृति परीक्षणम ये प्रयोग था, और उसमें हमें हॉस्पिटल में जाके कम से कम 5 पेशेंट तो चेक करने पड़ते थे। उस वक्त डॉक्टर्स भी प्रकृति परीक्षण के बाद ही चिकित्सा करते थे। आज ये पैटर्न खत्म। जब भी आते हैं तो डायरेक्ट चिकित्सा शुरू होती है, प्रकृति का नाम नहीं लेते, फिर बाद में प्रॉब्लम आने के बाद प्रकृति का विचार होता है। मेरी एक छोटी सी सूचना है आपसे, आप फर्स्ट ईयर में प्रकृति परीक्षण करते हैं, उस वक्त जब भी आप प्रकृति परीक्षण करेंगे, कुछ पेशेंट्स आप खुद अस्पताल में जाके जो एडमिट है उनसे हिस्ट्री लीजिए। हिस्ट्री में आपको पता चलेगा कि अभी की अवस्था कैसी है और पहले कैसी थी। जो पहले थी वो प्रकृति, अभी जो है वो विकृति। उसमें आपको ऐसा भी पता चलेगा कि कुछ लक्षण ठीक हो रहे हैं, वो विकृततः प्रकृति में बदलाव आ रहे हैं, और आज जो दिखाई दे रहे हैं वो विकृत लक्षण है। उस वक्त आपको जो पता चलेगा वो प्रकृति, उसकी विकृततः प्रकृति परीक्षण होगी, जो आपको आगे जाके उसके डिसीजेस ठीक करने के लिए आपको एक टूल हो जाएगा। थैंक यू।
I would like also comment. Acharya Charakacharya has described this Prakriti tool in Dashavid Atura Pariksha, you know. So this is not a question that we cannot assess the Prakriti of an Atur or a diseased person. So while describing Atura Pariksha in Roganik Vimanadhyay, he has described the relation with the Agni. You know that. So Vata Prakriti has prone to Vishamagni. Pitta Prakriti may have always Tikshnagni, and Kapha Prakriti people are prone to Mandagni, like that. And he has described some expressions like in Vata Prakriti there are Sputita Karacharana expression, and in Pitta Prakriti Ushna Mukha expression is there. So this is nothing but the ulceration in the mouth. So these are the disease conditions that could not be always present in a person, though he is Vata Prakriti or Pitta Prakriti. So the frequency of expression of disease conditions also can describe the Prakriti of an individual. Okay, thank you.
I would add one more point. So I would like to tell to the students, for easy understanding of this Prakriti assessment, first you should practice assessing in Prakruta Purusha. That is your friends. You should assess Prakriti assessment in your friends only. Then you should go on to the patients. Then only you should differentiate Prakruta and Vaikruta assessment of Prakriti.
I'll just add one statement here. Every point is already mentioned by the stalwarts. Those who are staying in this auditorium right now, they must have been called by their friends multiple times. "Aa jao bahar, jate hai." But they're staying here. That is their Prakriti. They are, in spite of all those peer pressures and invitations outside, they are choosing their normal trait of being in this auditorium and listening and gaining the knowledge. So generally Prakriti stays there, even if the conditions around them are changing, maybe in terms of diseases, maybe in terms of the Desh or Kal otherwise. And like Madam mentioned, it is one of the tool for assessment of Rogi. So we have to learn the difference between Prakrut and Vikrut, and as you go ahead in your career, you are going to learn it easily. Thank you.
I thank all the panelists. Due to shortage of time, we are ending the panel discussion here. But we have many more questions. I think they will be answered in the Kriyaarohana WhatsApp group. So I thank all the panelists for conducting this panel discussion. I request all of them to occupy the chairs of stage. Thank you, Ananda.
Don't write the name of the certificates.
The true measure of education is not what you know, but how you share what you know with others. When like minded people discuss and share their knowledge, the knowledge will be updated, fortified, and transmitted to the successive generations in the right sense. With this noble vision, KLE World has been hosting and conducting various workshops, seminars, and conferences at state, national, and international levels. And we all have been witness to one such event for the last 2 days, Kriyaarohana 2023. A very good evening to ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, galaxy of intellectuals, faculty members, and dear delegates. Myself, Dr. Anusha Band, consultant and assistant professor, Department of Shalyatantra.
And myself, Dr. Shivani, second year PG scholar, Department of Rasayana Evam Vajikirna, wholeheartedly welcome you all to the valedictory program of Kriyaarohana 2023. To begin with the event, we request Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty sir, our beloved principal, Shri BMK Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya and chairman of Kriyaarohana 2023, to escort our chief guest, Dr. Subarna Roy, to the dais. We request Dr. P.G. Jadder, sir, Dean and Vice Principal, to escort the guest of honor, Dr. C.R. Patil, to over the dais. We also request Dr. Vinod Gurav, sir, Organizing Secretary of Kriyaarohana 2023, and co-organizing secretaries, Dr. Usha Rani Sanu and Dr. Kadambari S, to preside over the dais.
Prayer is a great way to set the heart and mind in the right place. With the belief that Kriyaarohana 2023 sets alight your hearts and minds in the most prosperous way, we request Ms. Yogya Shetty and group to invoke the blessings of Almighty.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसदाराध्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डघण्टकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय भोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Yogya and group. May we now request Dr. Usharani Sanu, Associate Professor, Department of Kriya Sharira and Co-Organizing Secretary, Kriyaarohana 2023, to welcome the gathering.
A very good evening to one and all. Students, are you enthusiastic even till now? Okay. So, this National Forum of Clinical Significance of Prakriti and Nadi in Global Scenario, that is Kriyaarohana 2023, it's my great privilege to extend my warm welcome to Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Subarna Roy Sir, Scientist G, Director, ICMR, Belgavi, to this valedictory ceremony. I welcome guest of honor, Dr. C.R. Patil Sir, Professor and HOD, Department of Kriya Sharira, Patanjali Ayurveda College, Haridwar, Uttarakhand, to this valedictory ceremony. Namaste, sir. I welcome respected Principal Sir and the organizing chairman of Kriyaarohana 2023, Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty Sir. Namaste, sir. I welcome our Vice Principal Sir, organizing Vice Chairman, Dr. P.G. Jadar Sir. Namaste, sir. I welcome Organizing Secretary, Dr. Vinod Gurau Sir. Namaste, sir. I welcome the Co-Organizing Secretary, Dr. Kadambari Madam. Welcome you, ma'am. I welcome all the Kriyaarohana committee members and 2022 batch volunteers who have worked very hard to make this function successful. Further, there are many online delegates and offline delegates who are present with us. To name some, I welcome all the students from Sri Siddhi Vinayaka Rural Ayurveda Medical College, Harugiri. Welcome you all. Tapovana Ayurveda Medical College, Davangere. Taranath Ayurveda Medical College, Bellary. Ayurveda College, Hubli. Then Sanjeevani Ayurveda College, Hubli. SVG College, Bagalkot. Anna Sahib College, that is Ashta. All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. All India Institute of Ayurveda, Goa. SBG Ayurveda College, Belgavi. Ravi Patil Ayurveda College, Belgavi. Then DGM Ayurveda College, Gadag. Then Rajiv Gandhi College of Ayurveda, Roan. NIA Jaipur. IGPTR Jamnagar. MRN Ayurveda College, Bagalkot. That's the spirit. Gulbarga College, that's Samata Ayurveda College, Gulbarga. Then, yes. So then we have online delegates from Lucknow, Ennapoya College, Mangalore, Uttar Pradesh, and many more. It's my immense pleasure to gather all of you all for the valedictory ceremony of Kriyaarohana 2023, a forum which has driven all of us into fascinating realm of clinical significance of Prakriti and Nadi in the global scenario. These 2 days of Kriyaarohana 2023, that is National Forum, has served as a platform that has convergence of knowledge, expertise, and innovation in the concepts of Prakriti and Nadi in authentic science of Ayurveda. This is the day which is going to be memorable for all of us, as this is the first time Department of Kriya Sharira has gathered all the Kriya scholars, faculties, practitioners, PhD scholars, PG scholars, and of course, all you UG scholars who are the smart brains of Ayurveda. So all of you all who have come here to unravel the mysteries of Prakriti and Nadi, I hope all the delegates have enjoyed all these unique opportunities of sessions and presentations and insightful discussions, research works, and expert ideas of the eminent scholars. I welcome all the enthusiastic delegates to this Kriyaarohana valedictory ceremony. Thank you. Welcome you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Flowers symbolize warmth and a sense of affection. They radiate happiness and positivity. We take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to the dignitaries on the dais. May we request Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty sir to florally welcome Chief Guest Dr. Subarna Roy, Scientist G and Director, ICMR, NITM, Belgavi. We also request Sir to welcome Guest of Honor Dr. C.R. Patil, Professor and Head, Department of Kriya Sharira, Patanjali Ayurveda College, Haridwar, Uttarakhand. Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. P.G. Jadar to welcome Principal and President of today's event, Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty, sir. I request Dr. The accomplishment of an event is not achieved overnight. It is a result of months of unwavering determination and hard work. May we now request Dr. Vinod Gurau, Professor, Department of Kriya Sharira and Organizing Secretary of Kriyaarohana 2023, to give us a glance of the journey of Kriyaarohana from its inception to execution.
A very good evening, one and all. Respected Supervisor Sir, respected Principal Sir, respected Vice Principal Sir, respected CR Padli Sir, my dear colleagues, all the delegates, my dear colleagues of my college, my teachers, all the teachers of the other colleges, and all the students. I'm going to read here the report of all 2 days what we did here. The journey started in November 2022, as Suhas Kumar Seti sir once called for the department meeting and asked what you did. So he told that we are doing all Prakriti Patyam, ECG workshop, blah blah workshop you are doing. What you did on national level or international level? So we are nothing. So then sir told that at least you do some national workshop that is coming year. So then we put in the 23rd calendar event in the month of November, we're going to present the national workshop on Kriya Sharira. So like this, the journey starts off, and the journey had taken vigorous or the force when in the Janani 8th maybe September, I think September, we inauguration the flyer of Kriyaarohana 2023. Then actually the force of Kriyaarohana started. We start running. Once sir called us and told that we're not going to get any delegates from our college. You have to search for other colleges. This is your targets, blah blah targets. Like bullet, he shot at us. Told that run now. So then we start running and approach all the variety of the colleges. To run colleges, the previously what you did here, first we did one flyer or one brochure we prepared. Detailed brochure of what? The first come what you give the name. We're telling that when I entered the Kriya Sharira, it was Godawan. Now it is one of the masterpiece. Well, good, well we kept a museum now. So that is going, increasing day by day. So we kept Kriyaarohana. So the Kriyaarohana, when the brochure was ready, then we, within the week only, we circulated this brochure throughout 465 Ayurvedic colleges of the whole India. Then personally, I send all my brochures to my friends, colleagues, where I know very much well through all the my PG curriculum or UG curriculum. Then all my friends are telling that they used to call me master, telling master, ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಿಂಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕಂತದೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಗಾಪ್ ಉಣ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ ಆಗಲೇ ಗೊರಾಗದ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ ಮ್ಯಾಗದ ನಿಂಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತಿದ್ದು ಉಸಾ ಬರೀ ಆರೋಹಣ ಮಾಡೋದಂತೆ. Those are told like this, they all send much delegates to us. All this Kriyaarohana went like this. They're telling, these all my friends are shouted on me in this way, in this age, why you're doing these all things. Then they are only propagate that master doing on conferences and your students, like that throughout the Karnataka is go on propagating, and also the Maharashtra. So maximum people from Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka were gathered here, and this is how the session was started. When the registration was started, very first only we closed the pre-conference workshop. We actually limited only 50 students for the first pre-conference workshop. Then as demand increases, we go on increasing the number of the pre-conference workshop. As the charges are coming, so people are going increasing. We have to study we want to study the Nadi Pariksha. Like that, it was went and it become 50, become 100. Overall, 2034 sir last the closure before the closure of pre-conference workshop. 234 delegates were registered for the pre-conference workshop. Then in the first kind of history that we close the registration, sir, with all the blessings of you and senior. Then it's hardly within 15 days of the release of the brochure, sir. Then up to 31st October, we even closed the main registration also, sir. Means we reached the target of 610 that time. After closing of the brochure also, we received 107 people, sir. Total is 714 people were registered even after closing of this one brochure, sir. So totally 734 delegates were registered. Of them telling that, sir, I don't want kit, don't want certificate, I want to join. Like that, many people came. Last, more than 17 to 14 people. Even still morning also one person came that I want to join, sir. Morning that you only give certificate, I'm going to join. So like that, the people shows interest toward the Kriyaarohana. That is a very really interesting thing, and people were toward the interest toward the Kriyaarohana. Many delegates, as Usha told, many more than 31 colleges throughout the Indias were registered this Kriyaarohana, sir, of different like UP, Delhi, Jaipur, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Andhra, West Bengal. From throughout this 31 colleges were registered for this. Some are now some are online watching, and you are people here for the offline. So like that, the delegation work was over. Then the thing was how to execute this, how to make this success program. So the sir told that how to make it one by one plan. So the day first, what we did here, we start planning the committees under us. So we plan all variety of the committees. We have I happy to say that in our college all are predetermined. We have whole year calendar of event, whole year committees, whole year groups we have. So what to do, when to do, already prefixed. So we have the catering committee, we have stage committee, we have IT committee, like that. We have accommodation committee, we have registration committee. All committees are already set with the respective teachers and respective staff underline already given. So we approached them, we get their ideas, and then we distribute the work, and we are working on the those respective committees. Like that way, registration committee, as today's we are very happy because the registration committee to the food committee, including IT committee, all are stage committee. Just see how beautiful stage it is. Registration committee, how beautiful they managed. With the food, oh delicious food. See, one man can't do this. So all committee people, the stage was so arranged, so much displayed because of all committee people's blessings, their efforts, their target-oriented works. Since yesterday, I hope that up to 12 o'clock, maybe Ajit sir and Sagre sir was here only in this only to arranging this all the things. So the committee peoples were all committee members, my teachers, my colleagues, my gurus, and along with that the UG and PG students, which are there work day and night to give the best of the best. We give all the variety of the best of the best to give to get a very comfortable zone, make a comfortable zone in the KL world. Then after then we planned off the scientific committees now. Then after the scientific committee, Dr. Tubaki sir told that how meticulously we have to do. So we have offline and online. We have 78 online presentation and 46 offline presentations. So it's very tedious to make the sessions. So one day all they came, they make the sessions in our college. 7 sessions were made in our college to execute the online presentations. And after that, again 7 sessions in the today only for the offline presentations. And all each one sessions they taken the best of the best, the poster and the paper presentations. This was very tedious to differentiate them into online and offline. To collect their the abstract, they collect according to the faculty, PhD, UG, PG. Segregation is very difficult task was there, because total 124 people are assigned this, and this difficult task was made easy by Usharani madam and the Tubaki sir, and along with our Kadamari madam. So this was very beautifully executed, and no one get any difficulties. Well, they presented, they get well directed. All knowledge will be given previously. We made all WhatsApp groups, different groups, and used to give the messages to them. So this how we the scientific committee were finalized all the presentations. Then bigger task comes to the chair and co-chair persons. Whom all coming, whom all the teachers coming, whom are the senior teachers, how we assign the co-chair and chairpersons. Like that, the first day we have the Chachar sir coming, and the whole day he manages. Chachar sir, he came the early morning, the 10 o'clock. We got the form inauguration. The Suasity sir is there. With myself and the vice principal, all were formally inaugurated the function, and the chancellor sir taken the lead of the first session on the 5th. The whole day he kept busy with the students. He told about the surgeon idea, how the surgeon will be assessed through surgeon idea, how the totally the prakriti of the persons and the disease of the person will be assessed easily, and how they are helpful in the treatment modalities. So this all the whole day they explained very beautifully. And the yesterday on 5th, I hope those are attended the yesterday's Chancellor sir's the presentation. Hope you understand what the surgeon idea and how to assess them. Today morning we came here as the chief guest were a little bit become these flights. Sir's flight will become late, so we started with the first session at 9 o'clock, 9:30. So first session chaired by C.R. Padli sir and Dr. Anand Katti, myself were the resource persons. Anand Katti sir started with them. As you know that he's very expert in all variety of the Sahinta and Siddhanta. Sir is my guru also. Sir told that very beautifully how this Shukra Shunita Prakriti can be assembled or combined with the Deshanupatini, Vayanupatini, Kalanupatini, these all Atmaja Bhavas, how they are going to contribute to decide one's own Shukra Shunita Prakriti. Very beautifully explained that decides how the Prakriti and how this. Next, my topic was there on the Desha and Prakriti. I explained what the Deshas are there, how Desha contributes in the formation of Prakritis. Like that, one by one, sessions were started. Next, our beloved colleague, Dr. Ushar Madam, came with the Nadi Parikshas. Very beautifully innovative practice she did with the PhD work on that. She explained that how Nadi will be checked, what are the waves are there in the Nadi, how Nadi will be assessed, the detailed explanation she given. Then Dr. Kadambaram assessed with the refractive error on the Prakriti examinations. How one's Prakriti can be assessed with the different disease section wise. Like Prakriti can be assessed with the refractive errors, other disease and disorders. Then in the afternoon session, at exactly 12 o'clock, we start with the inaugurations. Dr. Sridhar B.S. sir, as a chief guest, he's the director of Ayush Bangalore. He came for the inauguration, and inauguration was very successfully completed. During this inauguration, we released 2 apps from our department and one a KLE bulletin from means it contains the bulletin contains all the activities of the KLE Ayurved which occurs during the month. These 3 are released in the inaugurations. Then a vote of thanks was given by me and the president's speech given by our beloved principal sir. This how the total journey of Kriyaarohana came here. This only because possible because of you all people here. I hardly going to say thank you all the teachers from different colleges who came here with your students. All students are there sitting here. You came on only our one request. You came here, you registered here. That's the most happiest thing in my life. And the Kriyaarohana, definitely this becomes successful. I hope you taken good knowledge from this Kriyaarohana and best of luck to one and all. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. A successful event is not just about meeting the objectives, but also about creating a lasting impression on the attendees. With the hope in our hearts that you have enjoyed being at Kriyaarohana 2023, as much as we enjoyed hosting you all, we call upon Mr. Amok Pathak, DGM Ayurveda College, Gadag, to share his experience. I call upon Ms. Mehak, first year UG student, SPG Ayurveda Medical College, Belgavi. I also request Dr. Chetan Nimbalkar, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of Kriya Sharira, SBG Ayurveda College, Belgavi, to be ready, sir.
Good evening to one and all present here. Myself, Mehak Kittur, studying in the first year BMS, SBG Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital, Belgavi. The session was very nice and influencing. We have learned a lot of knowledge about the Nadi Pariksha. We were aware about the term Nadi Pariksha, but the practical knowledge that we got here was really influencing and Even we learned how to correlate the Nadi with the Prakriti, Vyadi and Dosha Avastha. Even we learned about the Prakriti concept, how to correlate with Desha and refractive errors. The presentation given by the delegates was very helpful. And we have developed the enthusiasm about the topic. And we would like to learn this concept during our second and third year professions. And always use this knowledge as a base in the clinical practice. We are very grateful to the Sri B.M. Kankanwadi Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya for organizing this Kriyaarohana, which has enlightened us in the various concepts of Kriya Sharira. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Ms. Mahak. I request Dr. Chetan Nambalkar sir, Associate Professor and HOD of Department of Kriya Sharir, SBG Ayurveda College, Belgavi.
Good evening, all. Respected delegates on the dais and off the dais. I'm Dr. Chetan here from SBJ Ayurvedic Medical College. And I wanted to tell you that really it was a very fascinating what she wanted to complete it. So it was really a homely environment for us. And right from your welcoming till your valedictory session, everything was really very smooth. And not only the staffs, I think even all the students, they are very cooperative and they guided us in each and every part of your Kriyaarohana sessions. And all the teachers, I think, from the Kriya department had come to our college for inviting. Really, we are very thankful for principal sir and whole organizing committee. And lunch was really superb along with the knowledge. And I feel very lucky because our students, not only from my college and all the other college student, UG student, they learned the Nadi Pariksha from my guru, that is Dr. Sanjay sir. Really very thankful. And lastly, it was really a very enlightening session for all. And it was a great exposure for the UG student at first year level to expose at this first time in the Department of Kriya Sharira. Definitely they will get a different level of confidence in the future. And even not only for the students, I guess even we teachers also got some knowledge on about the future of the Ayurveda by our delegates. Really, thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you, sir, for those words of appreciation. The ornaments of any event are the guests that adorn it. And we are truly blessed to have the presence of one such eminent personality with us as today's guest of honor, Dr. C.R. Patil, Professor and Head, Department of Kriya Sharira, Patanjali Ayurveda College, Haridwar. We deem it an honor to felicitate Sir on this occasion. We request Sir to occupy the felicitation chair and request the dignitaries to do the honors. We call upon Dr. Kaveri Ulyalkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Kamarabhritya, to introduce Sir to the gathering.
A great person is the one who can affect the minds of every generation and makes them feel that they too can become a great. One such personality is Dr. C.R. Patil sir, Professor, HOD, Department of Kriya Sharira at Patanjali Ayurveda College, Haridwar, Uttarakhand. Sir has completed his graduation from Shivaji University and completed Masters in Kriya Sharira from Pune University. Sir is an ex-Senate member from Ayurveda faculty at Shivaji University, Kolhapur. And also, he is an ex-member of PhD Registration Approval Committee at Shivaji University, Kolhapur. He appointed as an examiner and moderator for various prestigious universities. Sir was a subject expert in recommendation of reference Book of Kriya Sharira at MUHS and NIA Jaipur at National Level Conference of Kriya Sharira. He has participated in various training and trainers workshop on medical education and technology, which is organized by MUHS and Ayush department. He has also served as a life member of NEMA at Sangli, founder member and ex-treasurer of Teachers Association of Kriya Sharira, Maharashtra. He is an ex-president of Giant Group of Sangli. Your life is true motivation for all of us present over here, sir. With this brief introduction, I welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much. We appreciate the active participation of the delegates in participating Guess What's My Nadi Whispers contest. We have the winners for the contest now. Miss Soumya M. Biradar Patil from MRN Ayurveda Medical College. I request Dr. C.R. Patil sir to please present a memento to the winner. Miss Sandhya MRN Ayurveda Medical College. I request Dr. Subarna Roy sir to please present a memento. Mr. Vaibhav Shukla from Kaheshri BMK Ayurveda Medical College, Belgavi. I request our beloved principal sir, Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty, to please present the memento.
Thank you all. It's a privilege to have amongst us a simple and humble, yet a dynamic leader as the chief guest of today's event, Dr. Subarna Roy, Scientist G, Indian Council of Medical Research, National Institute of Traditional Medicine, Belgavi, a flag bearer of integration between traditional and modern medicine for public health outcomes through research. KLE Ayurworld takes the opportunity to felicitate Sir on this occasion. We request Sir to occupy the felicitation chair and the dignitaries to do the honors. We call upon Dr. Swarda Upin, Assistant Professor, Department of Rasayana Evam Vajikarana, to introduce Sir to the gathering.
A public health microbiologist and molecular epidemiologist by training, Dr. Subarna Roy prefers to be introduced as an ordinary citizen of India. He is the director of ICMR, National Institute of Traditional Medicine, Belgavi, Karnataka. Dr. Roy has worked extensively in several vulnerable communities on molecular epidemiology of infectious disease, outbreak investigations, and disaster management. He is the founder scientist of the Model Rural Health Research Unit of the Department of Health Research, Government of India, established in the aspirational district of Raichur, Karnataka. Dr. Roy has been working at the interfaces of community and laboratory, modern medicine and Ayush, codified and non-codified systems, and research and policy. He has more than 100 publications, 3 patents, and has operated more than 30 research projects funded by national and international agencies that include CDC and WHO. Awarded with the University Gold Medal topping the University of Burdwan in West Bengal in 2007, Dr. Subarna Roy went on to KSTA Fellowship of Karnataka Government. He received the Major General Sahib Singh Sokhe Award, the highest award of ICMR for his work on infectious disease, and the SS Mishra Memorial Award from the National Academy of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. Dr. Roy has guided 12 scholars to the award of PhD degrees so far. His present focus is on integrating traditional and modern medicines for public health outcomes. Sir, it's an honor to have you here today.
Thank you all. Awards and achievements. Thank you all. Awards and achievements are not just symbols of recognition, but also the fuel that keeps us motivated to go further and do better. It's the moment the delegates most eagerly look forward to, the announcement of best paper and post presentations. I call upon Dr. Basvaraj Tubaki sir, Professor and HOD of Department of Kaya Chikitsa and Chairman of Scientific Committee, Kriyaarohana 2023, to coordinate the prize distribution.
So good evening, one and all. Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, dear faculties, colleagues, and all the participants. It's a proud place for me to carry out this awards ceremony. So to be in the outset, to brief about the parallel scientific sessions. So we had received around today, like again, so we had 114 presentations, which were divided into total 11 sessions. And on the demands of the various North Indian and for outreach institutions, we had conducted a hybrid mode. So where we had both the online session and offline sessions. And we had online sessions of 6, which we had carried on 4th of November, that's on Saturday. And offline sessions today we had conducted from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. So we had 5 online sessions. Total presentations in online sessions, there was session was 6 and total presentation was 69. And offline were 5 and total presentation was 45. And in distribution among the various scholars, UG presentation 43, PG presentation 28, faculty and PhD presentation 23, and e-posters were 20. And to note that again, in this, the specialty of this Kriyaarohana was, so we had high number of UG students participation, and that too in the first year itself. So that was a very heartwarming, so what we had looked into. So that shows out a lot of the enthusiasm among the UG students, and a lot of, again, even the courage, like, so just recollecting, so we were when 20 years back, we did not have any courage of any presentations. And coming on to the presentations, so which are the most awaited and so one of the most memorable component in the student life. So I feel privileged to present the awards. So I feel that the first prize goes to all the participants, especially the UG students. So I consider all these are the winners. And to note, again, to looking into the essential, few exceptional presentations and the winners. So we are going to assess, evaluate, present on the basis of online and offline sessions. Coming out of the first session, so online session, the first session, the award is backed by Miss Aditi Sheetal Shinde, first year UG scholar from Sri Anna Sahib Dange Ayurveda Medical College, Asta. May I request Dr. Revati A. Shinde to collect on her behalf. So I request the awardees to be quick in coming out to the stage. So second session, I request the dignitary on dais to the felicitation. So second session, so again for the UG students, is backed by Mr. Sahaj and Sahaj Jain, first year UG scholar from KLE BMK Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Belgavi. Third prize, the session 3, among the PhD scholars, is backed by Dr. Kirti Gaikwad, first year PhD scholar, Kriyaarohana, Department of Kriyaarohana, All Institute of Ayurveda, Delhi. So we'll be awarding in their absence. And the fourth session is backed by Dr. Ravi Kumar Harijan, second year PhD scholar from Department of Kriyaarohana, National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur. And the fifth session, so is backed by Dr. Amulya Murthy Akku, PhD first year scholar, Department of Swasthirutta from National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur. May I request Dr. Oshin to collect on her behalf. And the last session among the online sessions, the poster sessions. Session number 6 is backed by Miss Sanika Sanjay Gajabi, first year PhD scholar from Honorable Sri Anna Sahib Dage Ayurveda College, Asta. So now coming on to the offline sessions, which we had today. The first session is, the awardee is Mr. Bhupendra Seri, first year UG scholar from KLE BMK Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Belgavi. So session 2, among UG scholars, Mr. Vaibhav Dayanand Bangar, first year UG scholar from Gomantak Ayurveda College, Goa. And session 3 among the PG scholars. So award goes to Dr. Kiran Gandiger, secondary PG scholars for Rasayana and Valedictory, KLE BMK Ayurveda, Belagavi. Session 4. Session 4 among the faculties. So award is backed by Dr. Midal V. Rudragaudar, so Assistant Professor Kriyaarohana from RKM Ayurveda Medical College, Vijayapura. So the last award, the post session, is backed by Mr. Vinayak Shastri, first year UG student, MRN College, Bagalkot. I'm puzzled whether I called one person or all the whole team. Teamwork, yeah, I understand that. I thank the dignitaries for doing the felicitation. As a chairman of scientific committee, it's my duty to again thanks the various, thank you, sir. So just as a chairman of scientific committee, it's my bound duty to thank the whole team involved in successfully conducting of these parallel sessions. So at the outset, I would like to thank all the presenters for their very active involvement. And secondly, so we had received abstract, we have thanked the reviewers for scrutinizing the abstracts. And I would like to keep in record the contribution of 25 chairpersons who did this great job of evaluating, scoring, and adhering to our guidelines. And also, like, it's my bound duty to thank the volunteers and PG scholars who did a great job, and even the staff of our committee, like Dr. Usha, Dr. Ramesh, Dr. Divya. So like they were actively involved since many days for planning and maybe like preparation of various templates, collecting and making the evaluation sheets, scheduling, coordinating the GNMC staff and the office for the rooms and executions, and even reworking today with the revised schedules. And I also like to thank the IT team who was very actively involved in online sessions. And I would like to thank James' office staff for working in 5 halls. And again, in spite of rescheduling, so where we had to conduct the online session on the parallel sessions till 3 o'clock. So like they had their own the scheduled timing classes at 3 o'clock. They were thankful we thank them for rescheduling their works for conducting our programs. And so I'd like to thank the Orange Committee for keeping trust on us and believing in us in doing this activity. Thank you and all.
Thank you, sir, and hearty congratulations to all the winners. It's a blessing to aptly have a stalwart of Kriya Sharira as guest of honor for Kriyaarohana 2023. May we now request the respected guest of honor, Dr. C.R. Patil, to address the gathering.
सम्माननीय मंच और मेरे सर प्यारे स्टूडेंट्स, मैं जानता हूं बहुत देर से आप बैठे हैं, मैं आपका ज़्यादा समय नहीं लूँगा। आज मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि मुझे यहाँ लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट के लिए सम्मानित किया गया है। जो भी मैंने यहाँ देखा सुबह से, मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है, मैं इतना ही कहूँगा, अद्भुत और अविस्मरणीय है ये। मैंने बहुत सारे सेशंस अटेंड किए हैं, पूरी हिंदुस्तान में किए हैं, कुछ बाहर के किए हैं, लेकिन इतनी सिस्टमैटिक और पंक्चुअल प्रोग्राम बहुत कम देखे। उसमें मुझे ये आपका उल्लेख जरूर करना पड़े। मुझे खुशी होती है कि ये मुझे यहाँ इनवाइट करने के लिए जो भी मुझे यहाँ हमारा क्रिया शारीर का डिपार्टमेंट है, तो उन्होंने मुझे याद से, मेरी स्टूडेंट है आपके मैडम, मैंने पीजी उनका गाइड था अष्टा में, हमारा परिचय हुआ और मैंने जो कुछ उन्हें कुछ दिया उसका एक ये अनुभव है कि उन्होंने ऐसा लगा उन्हें कि सर को यहाँ बुलाना चाहिए। बस यही हमारी अपेक्षा रहती है स्टूडेंट से कि देने वाले देते हैं, लेने वाले लेते हैं, लेकिन याद करने वाले बहुत कम रहते हैं। एक ऐड करूंगा मैं, आपने मेरा जिक्र किया, मैं रिटायर्ड प्रोफेसर हूं, प्लीज नोट हियर, हरिद्वार से। तो क्रिया शारीर में मेरा एक मानना है, मेरा जो तजुर्बा है एक 4 दशकों का, तो उसमें पहले भी मैं कहता था, आज भी कहूंगा और आगे भी कहूंगा, चिकित्सक का राइट हैंड ये फिजियोलॉजिस्ट होता है या क्रिया शारीर होता है, क्योंकि प्रकृति सार अग्नि कोष्ठ के सिवा चिकित्सक आगे जा नहीं सकता। और ये ट्रेनिंग हम आपको फर्स्ट ईयर्स में देते हैं, लेकिन उस वक्त उसका इम्पोर्टेंस मालूम नहीं होता। जब आप डॉक्टर बनेंगे, जब आप पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट बनेंगे, जब आप कंसल्टेंट बनेंगे, तब लगता है अरे यार मुझे ये फर्स्ट ईयर में अच्छी तरह से सीखना चाहिए था। ये एक कमी है जो आज हम पूरी करेंगे। सर ने आज मुझे आश्वासित किया है कि हम यहाँ क्रिया शारीर का डिपार्टमेंट और उत्साह से और पीजी फैकल्टी से हम डेवलप कर रहे हैं। सर मैं आपको आप शब्द देता हूँ कि जो रिटायरमेंट के बाद मैं कुछ कॉलेजेस को दे रहा हूँ, तो आपका कॉलेज मेरी लिस्ट में रहेगा। आप जब भी बुलाएंगे तो इनके गाइड करने के लिए मैं यहाँ जरूर हाजिर हो जाऊंगा, और इसी तरह से हमारा स्नेह बना रहे। और मैं तो कहूँगा कि मेरे पास आप भी शब्द नहीं है कि एंड तक जितना भी अच्छा कार्यक्रम हुआ मैं हमेशा जिंदगी में याद रखूंगा। धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you so much, sir, for those appreciation words and inspirational words. Today's moments are tomorrow's memories. KLE Ayurved has left no stone unturned in making Kriyaarohana 2023 a memorable one by bringing up an e-souvenir which clouds precious contributions in the domain of Kriya Sharira. May we request our chief guest of today's event, Dr. Subarna Roy sir, to do the e-release. Thank you, everyone. Moving ahead, it's now time to hear from our chief guest of today's function. We request Dr. Subarna Roy sir to address the gathering.
Namaskar. Good evening to all of you. Honorable President and the Principal of Sri BMK Ayurved College, Dr. Suhas Kumar Sethi, the Honorable Guest of Honor, Dr. C.R. Patil ji, Vice Principal, Dr. Jadar, the Organizing Secretary, Dr. Vinod Gaurav, Dr. Kadambari, Dr. Usha, faculty members, the dignitaries of the dais, delegates, students, and friends. Let me first thank the organizers for inviting me to come and speak to you on this valedictory program of this 2-day event. Dr. Patil ने कहा है कि that it is like a lifetime achievement award. मुझे जब सेठी साहब ने फोन करके पूछा कि आप अवेलेबल है, एक प्रोग्राम है, आप वैलिडिक्टरी प्रोग्राम में आएंगे, तो मैंने तो इमीडिएटली बोला कि हाँ मैं स्टेशन में हूँ तो मैं जरूर आऊँगा। और बीएमके के साथ हम लोगों का ऐसा रिश्ता रहा है, इट इज जस्ट लाइक 2 sides ऑफ अ कॉइन। हम लोग मॉडर्न मेडिसिन साइड से हैं और हमारे पास कोई भी आयुर्वेद साइड से या फिर कोई भी अदर ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन साइड से नहीं है, और उसका हमने कभी जरूरत भी महसूस नहीं किया, बिकॉज वी हैड BMK विथ अस. जब भी कुछ रिसर्च का जरूरत पड़े, तो any of the faculty who are available at BMK, we always considered them as part of us, and we had always consulted them. They came to us, we came to them. So this has been a kind of parampara for the last 15 years. तो you can understand कि जब प्रिंसिपल सर ने मुझे फ़ोन करके पूछा, तो मैं हमेशा बताया हाँ, अगर अवेलेबल हूँ तो मैं ज़रूर आऊँगा. और the kind of honor and the kind of love that is showered, that you can see with the felicitation, इसका कौन भला डिनाई कर सकता है सर. और हम लोगों को ये लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट अवार्ड हर साल मिलता रहता है. तो it is a kind of honor as well as a pleasure as well as a kind of opportunity for us to come and attend these functions and learn. आप शायद सर रिटायर हो चुके हैं, लेकिन टीचर्स और स्टूडेंट्स कभी भी रिटायर होते नहीं हैं. We keep on learning. Every day is a learning experience for all of us. And प्रॉब्लम ये हुआ कि सर ने तो मुझे इनवाइट कर दिया और मैंने कहा कि ठीक है मैं आ जाऊंगा, लेकिन ये वैलिडिटरी फंक्शन है. नॉर्मली यू आर सपोज टू स्पीक ऑन व्हाट एवर हैज ट्रांसपायर्ड इन द लास्ट डे. अनफॉर्चुनेटली मैं ये अटेंड नहीं कर पाया, ताकि बट आई हैड एक्चुअली वांटेड टू अटेंड दिस प्रोग्राम, me and my colleagues, because this Nadi Parikshan is something which me and my colleagues wanted to learn more about. Unfortunately, because of other commitments, neither of our scientists nor I could actually attend it. But then उसके ऊपर बोलना तो और भी difficult काम है. तो and then as you have understood by now that I am an outlier, I am not from the Ayurveda background, so I am a basic scientist. But still, I have to do the honors and keep and do justice to my position as the chief guest of today's function. So I thought that what I will do is that I will try to connect what I know best, which is research, in the interdisciplinary systems of medicine. हमारा जो institute है, which is a ICMR institute in Belgaum, National Institute of Traditional Medicine. It is one of the 27 institutes of the Indian Council of Medical Research under the Department of Health Research, Ministry of Health. And our institution is the only institution which is mandated to work on the traditional medicinal aspects. Basically, we are modern medicine people and basic scientists who are looking at leads from the traditional medicines. And so there is a lot of overlap with Ayush, but we look at it from the angle of modern medicine. And what I have understood in the last 1 or 2 years is that most of the countries are actually switching over to this holistic systems of medicine with their respective traditional systems as well as modern systems, and then try to integrate them together for the benefit of the people, particularly for holistic health. And to that, there is an addition of One Health concept, and that is furthermore, its relevance is furthermore pointed out by the emergence of the recent coronavirus pandemic, where we have understood how important it is to take care of not only human health, but also animal health, the environment, climate change, all this together. Modern medicine relies on the evidence, mostly that comes out of documented research following accepted methodologies and accepted review process. Therefore, there is a tendency to assess and evaluate the practices in both modern medicine and traditional systems of medicine in terms of the methodologies that we know today and for which the tools are available. Unfortunately, the methodologies are often riddled with several limitations. It is easier to establish the efficacies that can be measured with material sciences and objective parameters. But it becomes very difficult to do so for those that we cannot measure, at least with the existing tools and the methods that we have at our disposal today. I'll give you an example. Say, for example, we have some traditional medicines for, say, anemia. That is relatively easy to kind of do research on because you have a pre-intervention assessment of your hemoglobin levels. You have case and control groups. You can design various kind of studies, and then after carrying out the study, you can measure them again, which is relatively easier. But then there are so many conditions, for example, say like arthritis, joint pain. You may not be having the same luxury of measuring them because many of them are subjective. And these are multifactorial. So there the problems come. Although we try to use modern methods to understand the efficacies, but then they all have inherent problems associated with them. So there are not clear-cut methodologies available for all kinds of research. Even in our institute, we work mostly with material sciences, plants, medicinal plants, for example, which are relatively easy to do research on. But then there are so many other therapies, say, for example, the homotherapy and all, which are very difficult to kind of design experiments with them. So it often becomes difficult to establish the existence of certain beliefs. When I say beliefs, say, for example, even the existence of God, the existence of ghost, the existence of the UFOs or alien life, or even the effects. For example, blessings, curses, prayers. What are the methodologies that you are going to do? We believe in blessings. A lot of your awardees also took blessings. We also take blessings. We start with invocation. We know it works. But then we do not have proper methodology to actually document them. So this is one area where we require a lot of research to understand and then develop newer methods in which we can better establish certain things. So some of the guiding principles in traditional medicines, including Ayurveda, fall under these kind of categories that is very difficult sometimes to measure or to establish, but we know that these work. And that is not because it is not practiced, but it is because that we don't have the right tool yet with us to measure them. In the next 5 to 10 years, we may get the tools. We may get the tools later on, at least better tools than what we have today. But that does not mean that certain things are to be neglected, particularly the kind of traditions that we have. Many of them we are losing, but we need to not only retain and practice them until we get methods to actually prove and show them, but also to actually develop them and use them in what you have already called in the clinical significance of this in a global scenario. We have also seen even in modern medicine that the treatment regimens and the management of various diseases or the management of various patients have also changed as and when new information and new knowledge have started coming in. The same kind of approach needs to be done with methodologies also. So we need to have newer and evolving methodologies to actually document these kind of practices. Prakriti and Nadi Parikshan are the fundamental concepts of Ayurveda that have been studied and practiced through ages and are the cornerstones in the principles to achieving holistic and good health. As we understand, Prakriti is a unique constitution of inherent nature. It is determined by the balance of the 3 doshas, And recognizing one's Prakriti is very crucial as it helps to tailor personalized healthcare and treatment plans. By understanding the dominance of a particular dosha, Ayurveda practitioners, you can recommend the lifestyle changes, you can recommend dietary modifications and the therapies or to maintain or restore balance. For example, someone with, say, a dominant Vata Prakriti might require different dietary choices and relaxation techniques as compared to someone with a dominant Pitta Prakriti. This is something which even the modern medicine is turning to. I mostly work in the molecular biology, the genetics, and the development of the genomic medicine and the genetic traits have led us even to some commercial, I would say, services. Say, for example, when we have a kit called 23andMe. So it is like a order that you put on Amazon, and a kit comes to you. There is a spittoon, you just spit, and you send it with a pre-labeled courier. So it is taken by this company, and then they will give you a complete, I will say, kind of a horoscope. What are the diseases that you are prone to? What are the genetic linked diseases that you are likely to have? What are your likely outcomes? Everything together based on the genetics that you have, based on the DNA that they isolate and their analysis. Ayurveda, perhaps, the Prakriti perhaps, is a phenotypic manifestation of this genetic constitution. And those of us who work in genetics, we know that of this energy through these channels can also lead to various physical and mental disorders. And the therapies that are practiced, such as pranayama, yoga, marma, they aim to harmonize the flow of these energies through these nadis, promoting overall well-being. We have excellent teachers here. We have excellent practitioners who have given you the training in these aspects over the last 2 days. As I said, I myself and some of my colleagues actually wanted to attend this because this is something extremely, extremely important. And we need to kind of document these even more stronger than we did so far. And it will not only allow us to appreciate the individuality in wellness, but will also help in actually taking these principles forward. There is therefore a need to invent tools to reassess them and develop methodologies to carry out more research in the present global context, and to show to the world the power that we have in our systems of medicine, and therefore take India to the new heights in healthcare. I think I have spoken good enough to, I think, end. I think all of you are eagerly waiting for the end of this function, so I will not take much of time. Once again, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to come and speak to you. And I am really indebted. And thanks again for the wonderful felicitation. And we look to work together for a better health. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for emphasizing the role of integrative medicine while staying grounded to our fundamental roots. Discussions form the base of evolution, especially if they are constructive and healthy. It is also mentioned in Charaka Samhita that Bhishak Bhishaja Saha Sambhashit. Upholding this ideology of Acharya Charaka, KLE Ayurveda has been conducting Samvada at institutional, state, and national level, a first of its kind, creating a platform for PG scholars across the country to scientifically debate on the lines of Charakokta Vada Marga. Department of Samhita Siddhanta is organizing a Samvada on the eve of Ayurveda Day 2023 on 29/11/23. We request Chief Guest Dr. Subarna Rai of today's event to do the e-release of the banner of Samvada 7.
Thank you, sir. The way a team plays as a whole determines its success. You may have the greatest bunch of individual stars in the world, but if they don't play together, the club won't be worth it. Let's take this moment to appreciate the core team of Kriyaarohana 2023. May we request the dignitaries to felicitate the faculty of Department of Kriya Sharira. Dr. Vinod Gurav, sir, Professor, Organizing Secretary of Kriyaarohana 2023. Dr. Usha Rani Sanu, Associate Professor and Co-Organizing Secretary of Kriyaarohana 2023. Dr. Kadambari is Associate Professor of Co-Organizing Secretary of Kriyaarohana 2023.
Thank you all. KLE Ayurveda is soaring to new heights under the able leadership of our beloved principal, Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty. His compelling vision and endless support are the secret behind successful conduction of events like Kriyaarohana 2023. We request Dr. Vinod Gurav to present a token of respect to Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty, Chairman Kriyaarohana 2023 and President of today's event. Thank you, sir. Moving ahead, may we now request Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty, sir, for the presidential address.
A very good evening to all of you. Most respected chief guest of today's program, Dr. Subarna Roy, the scientist G and the director of the Indian Council of Medical Research, National Institute of Traditional Medicine, Belgavi. Senior teacher, Dr. C.R. Patil, retired professor from the Department of Kriya Sharira from Patanjali Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Haridwar. My colleagues and above all, dear delegates, senior teachers, and all the resource persons who have been a memorable part of Kriyaarohana 2023. Indeed, on behalf of entire KLE Ayurveda and the entire KLE family, I would like to thank each one of you for joining with us and making these 2 days of Kriyaarohana truly memorable, not only for you, for us too. It has been indeed a great honor and pleasure for all of us to become a very memorable part of this event, starting from the way we conceptualized last year that we should have a event related with Kriya Sharira. And that's how the whole process started from last year. And since then, and especially from the last 2 months, the entire team of Kriyaarohana, especially the department faculties, the students of 2022 batch, and the entire team of our institution have been working hard. And today, we have seen the results of this hard work, commitment, and the team spirit. I'm truly honored to be a part of this very memorable event. And today, we could probably feel that we have really able to touch all of you, both physically, mentally, and also able to feed you with some good food. At the outset, I'd like to thank our Honorable Chancellor and entire team of our university who has always been a supporting uh, personality for all of us in all our endeavors. Like whatever the, if we have this wonderful ambience, the whole campus is because of this facility that is provided by our university. So we're always thankful to our university officials for these wonderful opportunities. And the entire deliberation that we had all the experts from Sanjay sir, Dr. Anand Katti, and Dr. Pranita, and entire faculties of our institution who have deliberated and discussed. And as an keen observer, I really have understood that this is the area that is least explored, and there are a lot of things that we can do with the help of these basic concepts related with the Nadi as well as Prakriti. To add, Dr. Roy also has mentioned some of the areas how it can be taken forward. And that is what probably has been the take-home message from that. We have done good things, but we can do many, many better things in the future in the area of Nadi and Prakriti. And with so much of futuristic things coming is in form of the predictive medicines or personalized medicines or prognostic medicines, we are all definitely looking towards such very non-invasive, very simple techniques, and we can definitely make a big difference, especially if we are able to have a good practical training under some able guru. And that was the whole message that we are able to pass through this particular conference or this national forum. And it has been a wonderful, memorable 2 days of experience for all of us. I'm also very much thankful to the chief guest of today's program, Dr. Roy. In fact, we both joined together. I remember when I took over as a principal, the next day, sir took over as a director of ICMR. And we shared the very memorable 2 years, and everything. And almost every week, every day, we keep on talking, and whenever I need some guidance in areas of research, and that's what always, we have never felt that we are apart, as sir was telling this journey, even since the time of Dr. Prasad and sir, it has been a very memorable journey, and we are truly honored. In fact, sir also helped us to host our guest in the guest house also. So we are very thankful to you and the entire team all also. And in fact, our faculties and students are regular visitors and they get trained. In fact, our department of Dravyaguna, Agata Tantra, Rashastra scholars regularly visit their institution, and we are always been guided and trained by them. And it's always, as I said, it's like our own department or our own unit. We always like to go through and visit. That's why I'm saying, whenever we think of some person whom we can invite as guest, I think Dr. Roy always comes on the top of the list. So we always try to be associated with sir, and sir was very kind enough to accept the invitation and be a part of this. We are truly looking for your guidance, cooperation, and support in all our endeavors in the modern and the traditional medicine transference. And I'm sure under your able guidance, the NITIM has definitely taken a new shape, and with the new building which is ready to be inaugurated very shortly, I'm sure that facilities will not only strengthen his unit, but also the traditional medicine and its allied researchers. So we are very thankful on behalf of the organizing committee, sir, for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. Thank you very much, sir. As I said in the morning, when we were trying to felicitate Dr. Pranita, we said we are not just trying to felicitate Dr. Pranita, it is the entire faculty of Kriyaarohana, and that is what we have done with Dr. C.R. Patil, sir. It is not just we are trying to felicitate an individual, but the entire community of the Kriya Sharira and as a senior faculty, because we have other senior faculties like Dr. Swati is there, Dr. Shate is there, and all the senior faculties. We are really remembering and very thankful to all of you for joining us and really making this Kriyaarohana very, very memorable. And especially as Sir has already offered that he'll be very happy to support our department in the future also. We also would like to extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. So please feel at home. And whenever you feel that you want to come to Belgaum, you're most welcome to visit our institution. And we'll always look forward for your guidance for the development of our department, at which in our dream would be upgraded as a post-graduation department in next 2 years. I think the deliberation and every was very, very well conducted, and the entire team, maybe starting from the registration, reception, the food committee, the transportation, accommodation, and scientific committee, all of them, all the chairmen and members have taken keen interest in ensuring that they take each and every minute thing into consideration. And it has been truly reflected by the very good feedback that you have gone. And if at all there is any area where we could improve or any area you feel that we could have done better, please give your valuable feedback to the organizing committee. We'll be very happy to take it very positively and see that we come with a better version the next time when we come with any other event by the organization. And we also had the release of various apps. And this truly shows how the commitment of our faculties and how innovative we are. And there is, again, a lot of things to go ahead with so much of innovation coming. And we always, probably 5 or 10 years back, startups, incubation center was very, very new for the field of Ayurveda. But now it has become a very buzzwords. And we also would like to take the stride forward in making this unit more resounding. In fact, we have started construction of a new incubation center and a new clinical skill lab, which will be designed based on Ayurvedic concepts. Maybe in another 10 to 12 months, we should be able to be ready with this new facility in our campus. And this is definitely going to add to our responsibility. And all this, as I said, this facility will not be just restricted to our institution, but to the entire community of Ayurveda. And that is what we always strongly believe in. So we also had the release of our e-souvenir, which contains the articles and blessings from starting from the Ministry of Ayush, Dr. Rajesh Kotecha, the Ministry of the state government, the Vice Chancellor, Honorable Chancellor, and entire resource persons is there. So you can always, the organizing committee will be sharing the soft copy of this e-souvenir to all of you. And also we have this bulletin called as Bhav Prakasha, which was released in the morning, which has a short memory of the 4 months of activities conducted in the institution. So with not much extending time, I once again appreciate the entire team of Kriya Sharira, as I said, team of Vinod Guru, Usha, and Kadambari for making this Kriyaarohana as one of the best program ever held in the world of KLE. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. To acknowledge the people behind the success of Kriyaarohana 2023, we request Dr. Kadambari ma'am, co-organizing secretary of Kriyaarohana 2023, for the vote of thanks.
गुड इवनिंग वन एंड ऑल। मीठी बात और चेहरे पर मुस्कान, ऐसे लोग ही हमारे महफिल की शान। ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ KLE Ayur World and organizing committee, I would like to extend our heartfelt thank you to all of you for making this conference a grand success. It has been inspiring and enlightening the event, and we couldn't have done it without your active participation. First, I would like to thank our Chancellor, Dr. Prabhakar Kore sir, Kahir Belgavi, Dr. Nitin Gangane sir, Vice Chancellor, Kahir Belgavi, Dr. MS Ganachari sir, Registrar, Kahir Belgavi, for giving us unconditional support to make this event grand success. I would like to thank our today's chief guest, Dr. Subrana Roy sir, who is a scientist G and director, ICMR NITM, Nehru Nagar, Belgavi, with his valuable presence and exploring knowledge in the field of research. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our today's guest of honor, Dr. C.R. Patil sir, who is retired professor and HOD, Department of Kriyaarohana, Haridwar, Patanjali Ayurveda College, Haridwar. And he's my guru who showed exceptional and unparalleled dedication in helping me come to this far in my career. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank today's president, today's president, organizing chairman, and principal, Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty, sir, who is the backbone of this grand success of Kriyaarohana 2023. Sir has given a first day challenge. We accepted that challenge, and because of Sir's challenge, this Kriyaarohana becomes a grand success. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank Vice Chairman, Dean, Vice Principal, Dr. P.J. Jadar, sir, who always supported us and being a great mentor. Thank you, sir. I would also like to express my deep gratitude towards all the resource persons and chairpersons for accepting our invitation and sharing valuable insights and knowledge about Prakriti and Nadi and making it an intellectual conference. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank the man behind this grand event, HOD, Department of Kriya Sharir, and Organizing Secretary today's event, Dr. Vinod Guru sir, who has worked with all the dedication and commitment to make this grand event happen. And sir has made this registration full, and the sir has made this Kriyaarohana 2023 as like houseful movie. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Dr. Usharani Sanu ma'am for her valuable contribution and encouragement in all our efforts. Thank you, ma'am. Kriyaarohana 2023 houseful movie journey starts from 29th September. On that day, we given the brochure and sir has given the challenge. We accepted that challenge until 15 October, our balcony has filled. Next, first stall and second stall has filled up to 31st October. And on 31st October, we close the registration. We given the flyer as close the registration. This itself shows the grand success of Kriyaarohana 2023, and it became a houseful movie. I would also like to thank all the college principal, faculties, and students which are coming from the various colleges. So first, I would like to thank Tapona Ayurveda College, Davangere, for their active participation. Sanjeevani Ayurveda Medical College, Hubli. Honorable Shri Anna Sahib Dange Ayurveda Medical College, Ashta. Taranath Ayurveda College, Ballari. MRN Ayurveda College, Bagalkot. SBJ Ayurveda Medical College, Belgavi. Sri Siddhivinayak Rural Ayurveda Medical College, Dharwad. DGM Ayurveda Medical College, Gadag. KLE Ayurveda College, Chikkodi. Gomantak Ayurveda College, Goa. Samta Ayurveda College, Gulbarga. Mahaganpati Ayurveda College, Dharwad. SBS Krishna Ayurveda College, Sankeshwar. So I would also thank all the faculties, principal, students, all the delegates who coming from various colleges. Would also thank our PG scholars who are always ready for the front and the back work. A big thank to our volunteer 2022 batch of Kriyaarohana 2022, who are so enthusiastic and motivated to complete the task given to that. This batch is really appreciable. They have worked day and night and sleepless nights, made this grand session successful. I would also thank all the organizing members, chairman, like stage committee. So this beautiful platform is not possible because of the stage committee. Registration committee, well arrangement for the registration. Food committee for giving such a delicious food since 2 days. seminar committee, and accommodation committee for giving the good accommodation. Last but not least, we are grateful to all the attendees. We traveled from near and far to be part of this conference. Your engagement and enthusiasm was truly appreciated. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you everyone for being with us for Kriyaarohana 2023. Hope it was a memorable experience at KLE World. As we now come to the official conclusion of Kriyaarohana 2023, we request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जगति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
High tea has been arranged for all the delegates and the guests in the basement.